Good morning, 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 ladies. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. All right, so we at day 16, y'all. Day 16 of our 21 days of affirmation. Y'all already know what to do by now. Go ahead and get in front of your mirror, get in front of your laptop screen, get in front of your computer desk screen, wherever it is that you're looking at your reflection, so we could speak these affirmations over our life for these 21 days. Go ahead, dap yourself up, high five yourself, whatever it is that you choose to do to root yourself on this Tuesday morning. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Day 16 really hits home, okay? But as you know, if you want to use your own affirmations, I'm all for it. As long as you're doing these affirmations, you're getting comfortable with speaking life over yourself. You're getting comfortable with looking at yourself, speaking life into yourself, high-fiving yourself, dapping yourself up, giving yourself permission to breathe life and not death, to speak life and not death. To give yourself permission to embed these positive affirmations in your mind so that they seek into your spirit and that you walk with authority. You walk knowing that the things that you're speaking over your life will come to pass. All right, let's get into it. So day 16 is I, Siobhan Goodwin, put your name with my name. I, Siobhan Goodwin, create a space for people to show up for me. I, Siobhan, create a space for people to show up for me. This was really big for me, and it's something that I'm still working on. So that is why I chose this affirmation for day 16. As a teenage mom, I heard a lot of things. People said some really mean things. People that you think would not even be thinking the things, the position that they held, who they were or who they are, said some really things to me. And words hurt, words stick with you. And I created a dam, a wall. It was a defense mechanism where I chose to be so independent. I would never ask anybody for nothing, because I felt like if I asked somebody for something, that would put a stamp, approval on the things that they said about me, the things that they said I would never be, the things that they said I would never accomplish, all the things that they said. So I made it my business to be so self-sufficient that I never wanted anybody to do anything for me, whether it be material-wise, whether it be emotionally. I became very dependent on myself emotionally. I didn't talk about how I was feeling. And I created a dam. I created a wall. And I didn't realize it until some years ago, when I started doing self-development. And when I got to the part of self-development, which was some years after I started self-development, but when I got to the part of self-awareness, I wanted to understand, because I'm a giver. I'm naturally a giver. That is what God created me in that aspect. I am a giver. And it is a lot of people that are givers. But just because you are a giver doesn't mean you never should receive. And it doesn't always mean monetarily. It's not always monetarily when I say giver. You give your time. You give your emotions. You give your spirit. You allow a lot of people to dump their stuff on you, but you have nobody to dump your stuff onto them. But actuality was, did I not really have anybody? Or did I created that dam, I created that wall. And that's why it's so important to do to reflect, self-reflection. And we'll get into that because it's really exciting. It's really fun when you're doing self-awareness and everything. But anyway, back to the point. So when you find yourself being so excited about or being so okay with doing for other people, monetarily, emotional wise, favors, whatever it is, and when it's time for you to receive, a person can offer, but you say, it's okay. I got it. No, don't worry about it. I got it. And then what it is a wall. I call it a dam. The reason I call it a dam is because, you know, when we build a dam, when someone builds a dam, is to prevent. A dam prevents the flow of something, right? So, it's a one-way street. You're constantly giving. But if you constantly give, you're going to become depleted at some point if it's nothing else coming back. You know, just like when it rains, the rain comes down to the earth. We need the earth needs the water. It recycles, rises up to the clouds. The heat, y'all, you know the science. You know how it works. Rise up to the clouds. I'm probably not saying it right, but y'all get the point. Rises up to the clouds, creates more rain. It's a cycle, right? So it's a defense mechanism. Why did I defense mechanism? It was to protect myself. To protect myself from disappointment, to protect myself from feeling like I need somebody or need people who didn't have the best interest for me, who spoke badly over my life. And then I find myself in relationships, friendships, dudeships, marital ships, whatever the ships. It was a one-way street. And I created that. And a lot of times, you know, we want to put blame on other people, but I created that. I didn't allow space for people to show up for me. And it's a process. It was a process because for so long, that was my way of dealing. But it was dysfunctional. But I had to take a step back and look over and say, hold on. Why is things keep going like this for me? Why is this keep happening? Why do I keep finding myself in the same type of situations? And it's because I had built a dam. I was blocking from receiving. I was always good for giving, but I wasn't receiving. And I was blocking from receiving. I wasn't receiving in tons of ways. Missing out on blessings. All because I put up that dam, that wall of protection, a defense mechanism. But I had to let myself know it's okay. It's not a sign of weakness. People are not going to throw something in your face because there are actually people who genuinely want to give back, not meaning monetarily, but the same way I give, because you do know what you put out in this earth, you give back. But it seemed like I was never giving back. I was never getting back. And that's because I stopped it. So affirmation for day 16 is I create a space for people to show up for me. So I know I'm not the only person. So it's time for you to pick up your dam, knock down your wall, and start receiving. Start receiving because it feels so good. It really feels good, and you shouldn't cheat yourself out of that. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all. And remember, girl, go get her.